I was listening to the NPR podcast, Most Emailed Stories, and they talked about raping and how the guys tend to get overcharged for raping. They get just assumed that they're the guilty ones right off the bat and stuff. And I totally agree with that. You should be going after them hard. You don't take that lightly, all right? Um, I can relate to the guys a little bit. I probably raped a few women for all I know. It was just like period in my 20s where I'd try to get as drunk as I could and maybe smoke the funny looking cigarettes and try to go to parties and stuff and meet ladies. Um, I wasn't in the right mind, and neither was anybody else. It's like who can really consent to having sex when you're under the influence of a drug or alcohol or just any kind of chemical, even prescription drugs. I mean, those will put you out of your right mind too. All right. So, in my opinion, anytime you're under the influence of possibly even aspirin, I go to the extreme saying aspirin because you wouldn't when I was in the military you wouldn't be able to work if you were even under the influence of aspirin. Just drugs in general, any extract, all right, extract from the plants that it came from, is going to take you out of your right mind, and you're not going to make the best decisions. And later, when you sober up, then you realize that you didn't make the right decision, and it turns into a case of rape. Yeah, that's something that does happen a lot. So, what's the solution? Is keeping people sober. Um, People are just in their young years, they're constantly trying to find ways to alter their minds, and they're finding that they come into trouble with the law doing that because they make terrible decisions. Not only is it a terrible decision to alter your mind, but being in that altered mind state, you make some of the worst decisions possible. So, rape is definitely one of them, and you want to go hard after these rapists. Okay, um, they they uh, they need help. Okay, you wanna give them the hard love. All right, if any female uh, um, just believes that a guy she was with the other night, when she was drunk or he was drunk, if she doesn't feel right afterward, call it rape. I mean, most people are still gonna support it regardless of this lawsuit that's coming up from guys saying that the universities are too hard on them, and assume that they're guilty from the start. No, you need to sober up. It's a way to sober up the hard way. I guess if that's the case. I've never gotten in any trouble with the law with raping. I never. I guess I never. There's different levels you can do it at, I guess, but um, it's something that really is a call to change. It's something. It may be hard to place the focus on somebody's chemical dependence. Say that they're a rapist if they did something that was highly suspicious that they did. That'll help them also indirectly see that they have a chemical dependence and that they need to work on that to so they stop being sexually aggressive as well. And focusing on the sexual aggression can possibly help someone change their life um, on other avenues of addiction, other problems with addiction. So yeah, I would not take rape lightly. Um, I, I I'm no longer drinking, and I'm making better, more clear-headed decisions for it. So um, that's it's an important topic to just not try to take the rapist side too much on, in my opinion.